Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. We are in the last series of the season, trying to reach that 100 win mark. We are one game ahead of the Cardinals to ensure we don't play a winner-take-all 163, replacing Chad Crow for the first game of a 3-game series against the White Sox. See if he can get his 14th win of the season. Not going to hit 200 innings like a couple of the other pitchers are starters, but we'll see what he's got going as on a 3-1 count. Well, that's put into right field to lead off the game. So Crow has been pretty good the last part of the season as he forces on the next pitch into a double play there, and that gets him right back on track, and that's Gordon, put it that way. Another ground out, and we'll go into the Cubs batting. Reynaldo Lopez, 4.59 ERA. Looks like they brought him up mid-season to start pitching. Probably some injuries or just trying to get a spark going in the rotation as Baez on a 1-0 count puts us into right center field to start the game for the Cubs. So Baez leading off today, and we're going to go to Rizzo 2 batters later. This was hit high fly ball. Deep center field and just stays fair. And that will end your inning there. Rizzo only almost makes it a 2-run game. But we'll go back to the bottom of the second with one on at first. This one's hit hard, and this one's going to hit against the wall, and this will score 1 run, trying to ink out the triple, and it'll get there as that's Schwarber scoring, and batting that is Wilson Contreras. So now next up, Crow right over to third, an easy play to end the inning, and the Cubs get on the board first. Top of the third, 0-2 count, fastball up and in the zone. Just staring at that one, check swing, didn't know what to do with it. Next batter, this one's put out in right field, and it's going to take a weird bounce off the wall. Hayward's going to, looks like it went through his legs. Trying to go for a 3 is Pablo, and he's going to get there easily. So, Pablo was his name, not Bravo. And that one is a 4-seam against Lopez. That was up and just inside the zone. This one's inside and on the hands. Protection swing there, and Schwarber gets that one easily as we make sure the Sox strand the runner over on third. So with the reset in the batting order here is that one's a swing and a miss. Crow on the outside. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, and Rizzo cranks this one. He had one that was close, but this one's no doubt out of this one as Rizzo cranks this solo shot in the bottom of the fourth, and Lopez doing what he can to keep in, but just not getting any runs from the Sox as Crow's pitched pretty good so far. And well, that's a lead off in the fourth solo shot. So we'll see if we can do any more damage here with Hayward. Hayward's going to hit one into shallow left. That'll be a single as Schwarber moves over to second, trying to keep this one going in the fourth. It's going to be Contreras again, and that's rifled right over to short after a pass ball moves the runner, so no double play chance there. 1 run does score, and next will be Chad Crow with the changeup down the middle, just down in the zone there, and that will end your inning as we tack on 2 more. So Crow, top of the fifth, 4-seam inside. Staring at that one, didn't know what to do there. So Crow again, next batter, 2-2 count, changeup outside just on the edge of the plate, and there's 1 more down. As we go into the top of the 7th, Crow still out here. Slider outside. No chance to get that one. 1-2 count. This one's rifled down third base. And again, a funny hop off the wall. Gets by Schwarber. And the runners hold because they thought the throw might be in there in time. So just can't get some extra bases for those guys as this one's up and in the zone, that fastball, and that will end your inning. So next out is Martinez on a pinch hit, and he cranks this one. Eddie Martinez, solo shot coming down from the majors, giving a break here in this one. He just cranked that one. Our minor league is pretty good in hitting wise. It's just the pitching we've had to try to grow internally, and it hasn't actually worked out besides Crow, as we'll have a easy play for Baez at second there, as it's 4-0. So Russell Bryant comes out there, but nothing to go, as Montero out here has this one out and right, and that one will be a base hit. This is Quintero that's out here pitching as he gives out a 2-run shot to Collins in the top of the ninth. And Quintero's another guy that we got at the same time as Crow. We're trying to get some work in, trying to get if he can be a bullpen guy next year, as we've had a lot of shutouts, and well, we need to get out of this inning. So that one for Rendon, that one's up in the zone, and that will get the first out. With 2 outs next, this is going to be a single out in right. Hayward's going to throw in the first, and he will get him safe. No cutoff man there. Rizzo was the next one. This one's rifled down to right field, and another funny hop off the wall. Looks like run one will score. Hayward throws it in. It's going to be a triple there. And the tying runs at third. Rendon trying to get out of this, as that's Tim Anderson with that one. And though we're going to bring in Cody Allen to get this save. Trying to give him a rest today, but we just cannot let this game get out of hand. And that is an easy play ball for Russell at short. And that will end your game. A 1-pitch there by Allen gets the save, and well, Crow gets his 14th win, his last start of the season. And so we have 2 more games left, and we'll see if the Cardinals actually stay with us. And so here we get the 99th win. The Cardinals actually do win, so it's one game between us right now. Actually 2 games between us. They actually did lose that last game. Actually, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. They do win the second. So we're 2 games up right now in the division. And we're going to have none other than Jake Arrieta come out here trying to get his 20th win. Trying to get to 20-4 for the second consecutive season, over 20 wins. 2.30, and he's leading the Cy Young voting again this year, as this one will be out in center for a double there, 1-out double. And Arrieta's been pretty good, trying to get his 3rd Cy Young in his career. This one's out in left, easily playable by Schwarber. And we have, that's Tim Anderson over in second, the speedster, with Adams out here. A changeup on the outside, a swing and a miss, and Arrieta gets out of this one. So we're going up against Dylan Cease out here, 7-11, 4.76 ERA. Still another pitcher that's under 200 innings. You can definitely see these pitchers have struggled, but they really haven't had any run support either. It's just a 4-seam against Davidson on the outside. Just blows that one right by him. Top of the second, Rizzo against the shift, puts this down left field. It takes that awkward bounce. If it wouldn't have went in the corner, might have been a triple. But Rizzo will get a leadoff double in the bottom of the second. So if we can capitalize on this one, as it's Harper out here. And Harper, this one is a curve inside, trying to protect the plate. It was questionable, probably in the inside corner, probably a strike. That pops out right to the shortstop. Next one is Schwarber, and that one's straight to the short shot. No doubt about that one. And Rizzo still can't advance. So trying to get something going here. Next one's Hayward. Hayward, high fly ball in deep left field, and that will be caught just next to the wall. Good catch over the shoulder there, and that will end your inning. So saving a run out there. In the left field, we're going to go to the bottom of, or the top of the third, I'm sorry. That is a four-seam fastball against Moncada. Not doing anything. And here's our St. Louis as they lost this game that we've currently went on. But trying to get this to 2-game lead as Cease can't get to that one. And if we win this one, we are in. So there's a Russell straight up the middle, the bottom of the fourth, the leadoff single. Trying to get this game going here. Next one is Rizzo, and Rizzo, that's in right field and just over the right fielder, and that will be a double. We're not going to try to send Addy home there. That's just not fast enough to get that one in. Might have been a triple there if it maybe gets hit. But here Schwarber cranks this one in left field. No doubt about that one. Almost out of the ballpark. And Schwarber hits a grand slam. So he did end up walking Harper. And Schwarber instead makes it as they're dancing all over that bullpen. And it makes it 4-0. The Cubs trying to punch their way into the postseason. Top of the sixth. A sinker outside corner. Just dipping away from the batter there. Nothing he could do about that. And so far, Arrieta's pitching a one-hit game. Top of the seventh. A slider outside. Anderson chasing that one. So Arrieta has had 4 shutouts this season. Quintana's had 5. Lester's had 4. A lot of Cubs on that list. He's trying to get his 5th. As this one's on the inside 0-2 count. And that will be out to right center for a base hit. So we're going to keep Arrieta in here, see what he can do. Going to the next batter, 0-2 count. This one's inside a protection swing. It's hit pretty good as Schwarber adjusts. And it catches the ball out in left field, and that will end your inning. So only 2 hits given up here, and we're going to go to the top of the 9th. And Marino has a 4-seam up, and inside we elected to use Marino in the last inning to see what he can do. And Arrieta picks up his 20th win of the season. And with that, the Cubs punch their way into the postseason. So that one is a big game here, as we'll have the last game of the season. Going forward here, as we look at the standings, we are 2 games over the Cardinals, so we clinch in the division with 1 game left of the season. We finally get our milestone this year of getting 100 wins. We're trying to get 101 to end this one, as the White Sox are still trying to avoid, well, again this year they've avoided losing 100 games, and while they're trying to turn it around here. We're going to see Hendricks come out here as 19-7, trying to get his 20th win, 2.96 ERA, over 200 innings this season. And while Hendricks isn't in the possibility for a Cy Young, he's still going to come out here and perform like he knows how, as this one's a breaking ball hung over the middle, and that will be thrown in by Hayward in a leadoff single. This one in to the hands. High fly ball over to Hayward again. This time he's able to field it and throw it in for the first out. Next batter, 2-2 count. Change up outside. A swing and a miss, strike 3. So the batter did advance over to the third on one wild pitch. But here's this one out and right. And that will be caught by Hayward. And that will end your inning. So stranding a runner at third. Spencer Adams coming out here pitching. This is his 12th game starting. He's 4-7, 4.12 ERA. Another guy they called up from the minors, see what he can do. But going back to the batting of Collins for the White Sox. That one's a check swing, not even close inside the zone. And that will have him tagging out. As Mancada just doesn't swing looking at that one inside. And Hendricks strikes out 2 in the second. On the top of the third with 2 outs. Changeup outside, and there's another one. So big day here for Hendricks as he's going, as he has a single out and right. So he struck out 6 and has a base hit, a 2-out single in the top of the third as Baez pulls this one to the left, but just not enough to put it in the corner as that one's caught. And that will end your inning of the third. Top of the fourth, Hendricks still coming out here with that 4-seam. Swinging a miss inside, trying to protect there. And that will have him punched out as Bryant chasing this slider outside. Adams gets his first strikeout of the day. And we'll back up in the fifth here. A pitcher's duel so far, as this one's a single up the middle. It's only the second hit for the White Sox today. And we'll see what they can do with this leadoff single. As Hendricks, it's right over to Russell. Trying to turn 2, and they will. Good transition there by Baez. The throw off balance by Russell, and that will get your 2 outs this inning. So another ground out after that point, and that ends this one. But against the switch, here's Harper. He's been doing this all year long. Opposite base hit, opposite field base hit. That's a leadoff double. So trying to get it going here is Schwarber, and he takes one to the hip there. And he'll be given first. So with 2 on, Hayward's out here. That's going to be foul. Just outside the line. Almost had what could have been a single 2-out wise. And this is off the glove. Does get the tag or the force out at home, but just hits off Anderson's glove. Next one, Contreras puts this one out in right field. It will be caught. We will send the runner home, and that will be the first run of the day in the 5th inning. And that one's going to be Harper scoring that one. Now Hendricks coming out here trying to get a base hit, trying to move it around, make something happen, and well, he strikes out with that pitch in the outside corner. So the Cubs have a 1-run lead going to the top of the 6th, and this one's hit right back at Hendricks. Good reflexes there. And that'll be your 2nd out of the 6th. And that's against the pitcher Adams. Bottom of the 6th here, Baez puts that one right center. He's going to put on the speed here. That's going to hit up against the wall. He's going to have a double here and hold up as that one's thrown in. But a pretty strong arm out there in center field. And we have a leadoff double. Now Russell's going to put this one out in right. Easily caught. We're going to send Baez to third. The throw in will grab Baez. The tag is on the top of the head. Now Bryant's going to hit one out in left center, but against the shift out in the outfield, that's easily playable. And that will end your 6th. As we creep down to the end of this one. Top of the 7th, 0-2 count. Slow roller over to Baez. And a bang play at first, and Anderson gets in there. We'll have to take a look at this one, see what our dugout on the replay says. But we may end up challenging this one. Taking a look at this one. And it looks like he's out by a half a step. So, we do look like we are going to challenge that one. But, or no, we're not going to challenge that one. As it looks like it was, to me it looked like a tie. It was pretty close. I wasn't convinced. But we do get the double play there. And a 2-2 count. The next one, that's just by the outreached glove of Rizzo, as that's going to be a single. Had to walk the next batter there. And well, 0-2 count. Trying to get it going as Collins stares another fastball. This one's upstairs. And Hendricks gets out of this one. So some good pitching by Kyle Hendricks today, and we're going to see him at the top of the 8th throw a sinker inside, and that's another strikeout. So the Cubs only have 3 hits, 1 run off a double and then a base hit. But Happ here with 2 on, just too high to get that one. Russell is going to put that one out in center, and that's going to be caught. So it looks like if we have to win this game, it's going to be a 1-run game. We're going to have Cody Allen come out here for his last save attempt this season. 0-2 count, trying to get his 42nd. That's a 4-seam inside. Just blows it right by the batter. So Hendricks here pitched 8 innings, 5 pitches, 7 strikeouts. And now with 1 on, that one's going to be out in the stands. That's going to be a double. So that's going to be a man on at second, third. We're going to walk Adams to get our force out in a possible double play. So trying to take this one home. Avaziel Garcia is out here. 1-1 count. This one's going to be a mid-range shot in center and thrown in. It might be a bang-bang play, and no, it's off the mark. So the Cubs do give up the lead, and it's a tie ball game. A full count. The next batter blows this fastball on the outside right by him, but the Sox do tie it up. So on the bottom of the 9th, this one's into right field and just not hit hard enough. Breaking ball made it hit inside and weird on the bat as Rizzo hits one, and that is a line drive out into center left field, easily playable. So none other than Harper, and Harper's going to hit this one. A chopper play made by the shortstop, and we're going to have extra innings here for the last game of the season. So we're going to have Allen still out here, and that one's going to be hit out in left center to start this inning. It's going to look like that's a double. It's thrown in, and that's a leadoff double for the Sox. Allen next batter, and this one's hit out and right. And that one's going to hit awkwardly off the wall, and 1 run will score. He might challenge for third. No, he's going to hold up at second, but the Sox get a run lead here. Let's see if we can pull this one back. Allen here hit chopper straight back to him, and that was an easy play at first. So with 1 out, man on third. Can we hold this? Going in, and this one's straight to Baez. No play at home. We will get the extra out, so it's a 2-run game. So trying to end this inning. 1-2 count, and that's a curveball. Swing and a miss. And so the Cubs need 2 runs to tie it here in the bottom of the 10th. Schwarber, Hayward, and Contreras coming out here. So first one, Schwarber, line drive over to second. He's going to hit him in the chest, throws it quick over to first and gets Schwarber. Anyone with some speed actually hustles that one out. So next one, Hayward. Hayward hits the pitcher in the knee, and well, let's straight over to first for an awkward out there, but trying to win this game, trying to get the 101st win. They check him out on the mound. He will be all right. And well, Contreras will sky this one in to right center. So the Cubs will lose the last game of the season, but we do clinch the playoffs. So we get the division. We'll have to see who we end up playing. I believe we are the best in the National League when it comes to our record. Allen takes his 5th loss of the season. Fulmer gets his 7th win, as that one was got in the 9th inning. As the Rookie of the Year is Chad Crow, and Jake Arrieta takes a Cy Young. So a lot of good stuff here for the Cubs as we go through all the trophies here. As Crow has this one at 14-6 as the Rookie of the Year. And just not a lot. Otherwise, typical things you see. Morosco, that one's new there. Catcher Freeman's won at first all day long. Scooter Garrett gets the one at second. Crawford's at short. Espeda's at third. Stanton out in right field, just nothing but taking that one. So, Silver Sluggers, Bumgarner again had 2 home runs. Freeman has that one. Murphy's always got it at second. Bryant wins it at third from the Silver Slugger. Seager at short. Stanton at right field. Bryce Harper takes one for the outfield. And the last one is Kyle Schwarber. So league leaders, Arrieta is the best in ERA and the best in wins. So he did actually end up tying Hendricks, so he's not the best in wins, but he ends up doing a lot better than we did. As for the hits, we actually don't have anyone that's really suspect in the AL that we might have some issues with if we go to the World Series. But switching back to the National League here, look at this. Rizzo has the most hits at bats as Russell. Trey Turner the most doubles, more than Harper. Triples, it's Charlie Blackmon. Home runs, it's Freeman. Schwarber's at 40 this year. Bryant had 38. Rizzo 33 and Bryce Harper 32. RBIs, Bryant hits 114 this year. Stanton ends up taking that one though at 123 runs. There we have the top best stolen bases. We're not even on the board there. Base on balls, Chris Bryant is 96 bases on balls. Damn. And Yelich is still on the Marlins with Stanton. That's one of the things with the Marlins being a pretty good team with those two on it. So on base percentage, we're not high up there. Slugging percentage, Kyle Schwarber is up there. On base percentage, Schwarber wins. Hendricks actually had 19. I'm sorry, he didn't get that second win. But Arrieta gets that 20th to take that one. I wonder if he actually does not get the Cy Young if he gets that one. I think he does. Arrieta's ERA is 2.22. He had the best ERA in the league. But we'll have to see what happens here. But Warwick League, San Fran has 3 pitchers right there. So it's only a matter of time before we take on someone that has just a pitching powerhouse. Well, Melanson with that. Those saves, 67 saves. Just a lot this season. That might be someone we have to face as well that might be a little scary later on in the year. Home runs allowed, shutouts, still Quintana has the most. And Clayton Kershaw has the most strikeouts. So, I did want to look at the SEL League for some reason. We didn't get him. He was designated down, so must have been a weird thing where they pulled him off the block there. And Will Washington does advance after beating the Cardinals. So, we're going to take on the Nationals, who bounced us out of the playoffs last season. And we're going to have a go at it. And actually, the Mets beat St. Louis, so the Mets go and play San Fran. On the other side is Detroit and Houston. Detroit after beating Boston, and the Yankees in Cleveland. So I will see you guys next time as we go into our series against the Nationals. Later, guys.